What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, I want to talk about one of the brothers that I used to know. One of the brothers that I used to know as I got older. I might have been early in my 30s. He was known for doing something very peculiar. He liked older women, all right? And it wasn't just older women, it was older fat women, all right? So if you had a fat aunt, hey, sometimes he would go for something that wasn't that big, but he was 30, he liked them 50 and up. And it wasn't like he wanted their money or anything. He just liked them. And, these are women that you thought was in the church, like, oh, that's sister so-and-so. Man, listen, he was clapping their cheeks. Okay, it was crazy. He was booty clapping them up viciously. And we would always say, why don't you get somebody that's like, you be out at the club with him and he'll be like, damn, she bad. And we'd be like, well, why you always dealing with old chicks? Oh, well, nah, that's just what I like. And he would do that. He probably still is doing it. I don't know what he's doing now. He's probably like the same age as me, a little bit younger. He might be dealing with 60-year-olds. I don't know. Now, I'm saying that because I want to talk about this whole situation with Marcus Jordan. Marcus Jordan is like one of those guys. And what Marcus Jordan does, Marcus Jordan basically is one of those guys that, if you were to kind of see him, all he does is deal with like older chicks, Larsa Pippen. At first we thought like, oh, okay, well this dude is just simping and all of that. Well, as it turns out, Marcus Jordan has a thing for older cheeks. Okay. Now, how do we know this? Well, Nicole Murphy, who is a known booty clapper, known in the industry for dating other women's husbands. Lisa Ray called her that out for that a long time ago. And they were out on a date this weekend. Look at them out, okay? Now, Marcus Jordan is with Nicole Murphy. No, they're out there hugged up, there she is, really rubbing on him and everything. Them ain't no rubs and hugs you give a friend. No, those are booty clapping hugs. This dude is out there going through everybody's cheeks. That's older, okay? Now, I'm wondering why that is, okay? Here's probably why that is. I'm gonna tell you why. My best friend, one of my best friends in the world, at one point, I haven't talked to him in a minute, but when I get back to SAC, I'm gonna hook up with him. Is a dentist. We went to undergrad together. He went to Meharry Medical College, okay? And once he got out of Meharry Medical College, he revealed to me certain interesting things. And he was like, listen, man, I got out of dental school, and I started dealing with chicks, like just in the city I was at. It was a lot of booty clapping it up, but I realized that they were always broke, okay? Always broke. And it just didn't really matter. They were always broke. They were always dusty and everything like that. They always wanted something from me, and that was the situation with that. And so it was just terrible. It was just awful. So that was the situation that he had. Okay. So he said, I needed to deal with somebody that basically had money. So he got married to his wife. His wife was doing good. Wife was making like $100,000 a year, and they're still married to this day. Okay. That was the situation. So let's talk about this. This is very important. Okay. Let's talk about this because this is very, 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 very important. Marcus Jordan has money. Marcus Jordan understands if he's younger, of course he got to spend some money, but he don't got to spend as much money. And somebody like Nicole Murphy might be spending a little bit of money on him, and those cheeks are just as in shape and just as good and experienced, not playing as many games as you're dealing with young chicks. And that is one of the issues when you're dealing with young chicks. Of course, young chicks, they are younger, they are more impressionable, but they play a lot of games, and I live in Africa. So let me just tell you this, living on the continent is very young. The average age of the country that I'm living in right now in Uganda is like 16, 17. That's the average age. So you come across so many people that are like, you come across a lot of people 20, 24, 27, young, right? Young. Especially in the industry that I'm in. Kenya is very similar. Rwanda is very, very, very young. Most women that are like 30, 35, something like that, already married, are kind of just like single momming it up and all that stuff. So, you know, a lot of the brothers that come over and they deal with women that are younger, you're dealing with a lot of women that's like young, right? And it's cool because it's a breath of fresh air. Like, most of my editors are young. You know, most of the guys that work with me are young. They make me feel young. And then, but you're dealing with that inexperience. And young people don't have money. So literally, you're footing all the bill. And especially for hot chicks, you're footing all the bill. Marcus Jordan is tired of that. You know, he had a little chick after he went to Paris, after he lost people and broke up. And hey, man, I can guarantee you, dude is tired of that, man. Tired of that. Like, yo, man, let me get somebody out here. You know, I can clap up. They kind of understand what is going on. And older chicks, you know, hey, it gives you a little bit of advantage because, hey, you're now a little bit more of the prize. They kind of treat you a little bit better. You know, they got a little bit of money they'll spend on you sometimes. Cheeks are just as clappable. Okay, they'll cook you something to eat. That's another thing too, man. A lot of older women, man, they don't have as much problem with, you know, cooking you something. I had a girlfriend and she's now like late 30s, you know, but man, could she make some good fried chicken, man. She could just cook. I haven't met any woman that's just really the truth at like cooking. Like, you're really excellent cook, you know, like this is, you're the truth at making a meal, for real. Like, I just haven't met that lady like, oh my God, this is just, yo, this is the truth. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I never had this before. Like, I just haven't seen it. I haven't met that person yet, you know? So I don't know. I think that's what it is. And a lot of guys, you know, once you had so many women that's kind of out there a little bit, you kind of get tired. And you're looking for something that's a little bit more better and more sustainable. And I think this is exactly what he's getting. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shady Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.